welcome to another episode of Crofts Cooking with Coles. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do in order to receive notifications of upcoming videos that are coming out. Also, if you look in the description of the video, we have a PDF in there which can be downloaded. It's an infographic on a summary of today's episode. So yeah, if you look in the description field, you can download that and save it onto your phone and access it at home. Okay, so today it's the Christmas ham. So I've just got a ham straight from the supermarket, and then I've got a couple potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a whiskey bourbon glaze, and I'm just going to coat that with it before it goes onto the barbecue. The key with a ham, cooking that in the barbecue, I'm going to go for a high temperature in there, but the key is to keep it moist and keep glazing it throughout the barbecue cooking process. In order to do that, we need to just keep glazing it repeatedly throughout the cooking process. In terms of the coals I'll be using, it'll be the charcoal today because I'm going for the higher temperature. And with the potatoes, what I'm going to do is just going to peel them, slice them up nice and thin, put them into a ramekin with some cream, and this is a potato bake, cheesy flavored packet. Just mix that with the full fat cream, and then put it in with the potatoes, a bit of cheese on top, and that will go cooking in the barbecue on the lower floor of on the lower grill, and the ham will sit on the top grill. It'll be indirect cooking. It'll be the opposite side from the coals, and we'll be cooking for probably a couple hours, just mainly to cook the potatoes, but I will actually parboil these after I've sliced them, just to give them a head start of the ham. Okay, well, get those coals glowing and let's get going. So yeah, just going to put some honey and bourbon into the bowl here, mix it up, and that's going to be our glaze for the ham. So I'll use about 2 tablespoons of honey. And probably around about a shot of bourbon, maybe 2. Yeah. Just going to mix that up. You could also put a bit of lemon in there as well. Why not? And when that's all mixed up nicely, we're just going to put probably about a quarter of it on, just to start the ham. And the thing is, we'll put a tray underneath the ham so that all the juices that come out, plus the glaze, will just come out into the tray, and then we can keep, with a big brush, just keep reglazing that ham throughout that cooking process. So the potatoes in there, I'm just going to put some boiling water in the pot here, and then I'm just going to boil that just for 10 minutes or so, just to get the potatoes started cooking. Okay, so I've got a disposable tray here. I've also just got a pear that I'm just going to use just to cover the base of the tray so that the ham doesn't stick to the tray. So I'll just slice up a little bit of this pear. So the ham can then just stick on top of the pears. And then I'm going to put a bit of this glaze on for now. Just like so. The potatoes have had 10 minutes just boiling there, just to get them started cooking. I'm just gonna sieve them and then put them in a ceramic here with cream and the potato bake sachet. Filled it up just up to the top there, and I'm just going to put some cheese on there. So we'll start with the lid on until it's cooked for about an hour. Then we'll take the lid off. That's when I'll put the cheese on top, and then that will cook for a further 30 minutes, 45 minutes on top of that. The flames are coming through the top here. I'm just going to pour them out. I'm going to keep the coals on this one side of the barbecue to allow me to do indirect cooking with the ham on the opposite side. So I've got the cheesy potatoes here. Just going to sit on the lower grill, just opposite there. And then I'll put the grill on top. And then I will just pop the ham on the opposite side as well. So there we go. Okay. And then it's just a question of time now. So barbecue, we're going to get probably upwards of 200 degrees Celsius in there. And it'll be a question of rebasting. So constant basting throughout. Every 15 minutes or so, and then we'll just keep an eye on it. The ham is cooked already, so we're just sort of really warming it through, but also trying to add some flavor in there with the honey bourbon glaze. Okay. So vents I'm going to leave fully open. If it gets too hot in there, I can always close it down a little. Okay, so just keep an eye on it. So in terms of equipment there, I've just got a brush, which is what I'll use just to keep basting the ham. And I'm not going to put any wood chips on this one. I don't want to over smoke this particular meat. So in this case, I'll just go with just the charcoal in this instance. Okay, so we're about an hour and a half into the cook. It's looking quite good. I'm doing my regular basting and it's coming out quite nicely. I'll continue it on for another half hour, 45 minutes or so, and I'll then also take the lid off the potatoes underneath and put some cheese on there as well for the last 20 minutes or so. Okay, so just gonna put some cheese on there. Yeah, potatoes looking good. Coals are still going. And then just going to put the ham back in for another half hour. There we have. That's a lovely honey and bourbon glazed ham cooked on the barbecue. With cheesy potatoes on the side, cooked in the barbecue.